folks, this is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week, we go 9 hours a day, we go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great day, safe day, and of course, let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Don't make assumptions. Learn to ask questions. It is always better to ask questions than make an assumption. Have the courage to ask questions until you as clear as you can be. Once you hear the answer to the question, you won't have to make the assumption. Why? Because you know the truth. Get rid of the grayness, folks. Keep it black and white. Ask those questions. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 103, NASDAQ up 32, S&P's up 8.5, gold contract down $13.40, trading at $1,576 an ounce. Silver down 13 cents at $27.18 an ounce. Platinum off $8 at $1,408 an ounce. Copper up a penny and a half, trading out at $3.47 a pound. Light sweet crude up 65 cents at $89.88 a barrel. Bonds up 4 ticks at 151.02. King dollar down 7 ticks at 83.09. And the euro is up down 14 ticks at 122.81. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do we have out here? It's a classic, folks, and here you go. So, the cash S&P, we got the 1375.26. Well, the swing point out there is a 1374.81. We do a 719 million. That's going against 945 million. So what's the take here? Well, the take, folks, as I said yesterday, particularly because of the way that the market traded yesterday, this swing point wants to get spiked. I suspect you'll get spiked tomorrow. We'll wait for IBM come out with their numbers, and then I suspect that that's all she wrote. Bottom line is that I got the ironing board out, and I've been ironing these shots, and these things are going to more than likely come out tomorrow. That's on your S&P. Dow Industrials, same setup in the Dow Industrials. What you have with the Dow is this. You're up $100. You're at 12,908. In order to catch up to the S&P, Dow has to get up there to 12,961. Now, that'll be pretty easy if, in fact, IBM can get a bounce. And by the way, I suspect whatever that bounce is going to be on IBM, it's going to be a dead cat bounce. The reason being is that you had IBM come in with some juice today, okay? Volume expanded. Oh, here's the IBM the deal right now. Okay, so let's see what we got. So IBM, okay, so the second quarter revenue, the estimate was $26.9 billion. They came in with $25.7 billion. The year-end forecast is going to be for $15.10, and let's see, their revenue is going to come in a little bit short. That's the bottom line. The revenue estimate was 26.9. They're going to come in at 25.74. So IBM closed at 188.25, up $4. And right now she's at 190.90. So watch this. This is where this is what it looks like. IBM, folks, first off, is 11% of the Dow Industrials. And this is what bottom line was I'm waiting for more than anything. IBM can do a dead cat bounce up into this is right there, about the 192 area. The 192 area, this would end up happening, folks. See, today we went up with $4.06, 60 cents rather. We went up with 7.6 million. It came down on 9.2 million. Now the bottom of that price bar is 192. That's what this thing wants to get into. And this is going to be a really sweet setup, because what ends up happening is this, is that the correlation. Well, yeah, let me go over to the NASDAQ, and we'll take a look at the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ, you want to line all these baby up in harmony, folks. So where's the NASDAQ? The NASDAQ was up $32 today. We're at 29.42. Now the lows of the high of the NASDAQ is 29.58. The high's at 29.97. What we did out here today, we did 1.7 billion. The NASDAQ also is going to get into those levels. The small caps more than likely will talk, walk, and squawk more than any of them, and this is why. What had happened is that the small caps, folks, up until basically the last swing point, which was July 5th, no doubt, okay, were the strongest when we take a look at the Dow, the NASDAQ, the S&P, and the small caps, Russell 2000. Then what ended up happening, couldn't handle it. Small caps today, you're at 805. The bottom of the high of July 5th is 813. You know, if we go to the IWM, we want to take a look at the IWM and see how this sets up. IWM right now is at 80.22, and the lows of the high is 81.03. The high is 81.49. And we had a question, let's see, we got a question on IBM. Let me go back to IBM for a second. Okay, what about the lower volume on down days since July 5th versus high volume on the days during May? Okay, let me find this first for July 5th. Okay, so, yeah, well, that's, with the question here, it would be, I guess, I thought he might have been a bull on it, but bottom line is that, SPY reference. Okay, let me bring the SPY up. I thought he was talking about IBM. We'll bring the SPY up. Okay, so if we bring the SPY up, what you have July 5th. Okay, cool. So this is what he's looking at since the SPY. The highs of July 5th, folks, okay, had 126 million traded. We traded 109. You know, so you're running into that with lighter volume. You know, that's the bottom line. I expect, you know, and you have heavy volume down at the bottom. I expect that this is going to, once it gets spiked, and, you know, that's going to be the sell. So we'll see where it shakes and bakes. Qualcomm come out with numbers. Let's take a look at Qualcomm. Qualcomm closed at 56.05. It's trading down 35 cents. No big deal. Qualcomm, though, bottom line, folks, has some big problems. The fourth quarter earnings, well, first off, third quarter, the estimate was 86 cents. They made 85 cents, okay? Cash flow, for fourth quarter is going to be big problems, okay? Well, not big problems. They're still taking a cash flow of almost $1 billion. But, wouldn't that be sweet, folks? But number-wise, okay, problems. The estimate for the fourth quarter was 89 cents, and they're speculating right now they're going to do from 78 to 84. Qualcomm itself, folks, has been in a downdraft, straight down from $70 to the $53 level. That's on the daily. On the weekly, we put this on a weekly, and what we have on the weekly is that she wants to get into the lows of the last August, which is about $51 is the high, 46 is the low, and that's a heads up in itself, you know, because the market itself is going to try to make its way down to those August levels. If we took a look at FFIV, now FFIV, that is F5 Networks. That was up $6.83 today, trading out at $98, and that was a dead cat bounce. This is an equity that had been at $140, went straight down to $90, 88 to be exact, pounced $6.83 today, and right now it's down $1.50. Numbers go like this. Let's see what they're saying. Okay, the third quarter revenue is up 21%. The revenue itself was $352 million. The earnings per share were 91 cents. But evidently, I see, here it is. Okay, 91 cents is not enough. The estimate for the fourth quarter was $1.24. They're going to make $1.16. Some of the high volume stocks we had out here in a low volume market, this is what you had. You had BAC, folks, that came out with numbers this morning, made some money, but they sold it off down 39 cents. EMC was up $2.16. Rovi just absolutely gets smoked, down $7.64. It looks like that stock's going out of business. It's at $10 now. Got toasted, roasted, all the above. Wells Fargo was up 16 cents. You had Delta down 75 cents. 57 cents, rather. Qualcomm had been up. Now that is trading down. Some of the large caps out here. Honeywell had a nice little bounce out here today. Honeywell was up 364 with numbers. That wants to go a little bit higher. Top of the consolidation, that's what it looks like. Big Mac was up 33 cents. Exxon Mobil was up 48. Caterpillar was up $1.16. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Coming right back.